How you guys doing? This is Martin. You know me from my series on how I talked about giving you guys some tips on unemployment, how I told you guys to review unemployment articles 2101, 2102, 2103. Those are related to unemployment. I also have like my YouTube articles and also on Facebook where I talk to you about 4202, 4203, 4204. Those are the housing articles related to housing. So one is for homeowners, one's for multifamily lenders like who buy like big apartments, 5 units or over. One is for homeowners, and one is just talking about if you live in a place that's federally backed. You have like if you live in an apartment and there's any type of federal funds associated with it, you possibly can stay there 6 months if you don't do anything crazy. Now, if you do something crazy and you get kicked out, then you get to stay an extra 30 days instead of having like the usual 3 to 4 days where they kick you out. Well, now you have like from that date of the eviction notice, another 30 days you can stay there. So basically, if a person wanted to, they could stay at a place, I believe, 6 months. Because I've owned duplexes, I've owned houses, and I know there's always some type of federal funds, whether it's the PMI or something. So that's what the clause the person could use. So I want you to comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like. I'm aiming my videos toward the first 6.6 million of you who apply for your unemployment benefits, because you guys are the ones, once you get that 1 or 2 paychecks, you're going to be like miserable and you're going to want to go out. Because I told you, every time you get that unemployment check, they're going to ask you, what are you doing? What type of work have you doing? Where have you been interviewing? You're going to get tired of that. And it's only $3,600 a month anyway. Some of you guys have your house payments are going to take up half of that. And you're going to be trying to keep your house for some reason. I don't know why. No one's going to buy it. I was just running today at the park at the house that was abutting the grade school, and the grass is overblown, and I'm looking in people's backyards. You see crap. Like, this is a person who thinks their house is worth $300,000, $400,000. I saw like a dog elu. One house you see like the old basketball court stand up. One house you see a whole bunch of cars, junk in the back. And these are the people who are probably living paycheck to paycheck, shopping at the Dollar General. You call them up, oh, I don't want to sell my house, I'm leaving it to my baby. Leaving what to your baby? The house is junk. If the house is going to be worth, you should have sold that house 5 to 10 years ago. Now the house has termites, all time of structural issues. Now, all I need to look in your backyard and lets me know what the condition, most likely the condition of your house, because that just reflects how you behave. So I just think that's funny. It just makes me laugh. I just like look at these neighborhoods. So, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, just to put an end to this and let's move on. Article 4203. That's the one about getting 90-day forbearances for your house. If you got to get a forbearance for your house, sell your house. I'm just telling you. I don't care if they waive the fees or not. I did this before. My house payment was $1,744. You fall behind one payment, that's $1,744. Fall behind another payment, that's $3,500 basically, or $36. So you're telling me you're going to come up with $3,600 when you couldn't come up with $1,800 the month before. Unemployment is only $3,600. So what are you going to do? Throw your whole check to try to bring your house current? Now what are you going to do for the other month and your other expenses? So it's like a rabbit hole. I mean, it's just, you may pull yourself out of it, but for what? You're going to have a house in a crappy neighborhood where you have some people that are renting, stayed 6 months without leaving, and they're just going to bring down the whole value of your neighborhood. Anyway, when the new houses come up, they're going to build them over there, and your house is going to be crap. So sell your house. Unless you're in an area where a lot of people make money, but most of the neighborhoods I go to are pretty crappy. None of them are worth staying, I can see. Now today I just wanted to talk to you about the reason I know what I'm talking about. I was laid off in 1995. There was no internet, there was no Instagram, there was no YouTube, there was no Facebook. There was barely even computers where you can go online to put your application. I had to go to the Long Beach workforce center, like on Long Beach Boulevard, past Del Amo, or I had to go to Kinko's, or sometimes I could maybe sneak into a university computer lab and do work. So there was no that. The only way you could get in touch is, hey, this is Martin. I'm calling to see if you need a job. Or another one, hey, name is Martin. I'm saying, are you looking for anyone to hire? Or you end up like at a temp company and they're sending you different places to look for a job. So that's why I think I should be able to help you because, well, let me let you know. You are not going to get a job that is equivalent to what you have for at least 2 years. That's from my experience. I have an engineering degree, and I was like in LA, and I did multiple jobs, and that first job you get, that's going to be like that job. So you're going to get fired, laid off. There's always something that's going to happen bizarre because they try to get you on the cheap, but then they don't have the other structure of their business in place to take advantage of your skills and working for you for free, and they end up going out of business. So that kind of like transitions into what I want to talk to you today. The biggest mistake I made when I was unemployed was being afraid to ask for the money. I used to do side jobs. It's the things you didn't want to ask for the money. Like first, maybe you were worried that if you asked them for the money, they would not. I think there was a fear they not give you the money, only give you half the money. That was one reason I didn't. Another one, I was worried about getting arguments over money. Like, hey man, you owe me this money. Can you pay me? That's my fault. I should have set a firm date. Okay, once I complete this job and you verify it, you give me the okay, you give me money. I shouldn't have to go back and call them, hey, Tom, have you had a chance to go back and take a look at it? Give me a set date, which is fine. Or once that was done, go get the money. But then you're like hemming and hawing, trying to be his friend, trying to be her friend. Well, I should have just said, give me the motherfucking money, man. You owe me this. I wanted to do this. If there's something wrong, let me fix it up. Or another thing, like that was my mistake too, was I thought, hey, I don't want to offend them because I want to get other work from them. Well, I may not have been argued with them. I may not have been upset with them, but I was arguing with my student loan people about putting my loan on forbearance. I was arguing with the phone company, my bill was too high, arguing with the insurance company, just telling them, hey, I'm going to get the money. So I was arguing with everyone else instead of arguing with the person who's got my money, like Grant Cardone. I know some of you guys have hate me now because I'm asking you for money. I'm going to ask you for money again. But when you're in a recession, and even when you're in the good times, you got to learn how to ask for the money. I know, don't worry about them getting angry. They're going to get angry. That's okay. That's great. That's great. I'm glad you're angry. Fuck me. Call me the N-word. Are you going to pay me, bro? Are you going to give me something? So I can go back to mama or my girlfriend or take something back to the student loan people to let them know, hey, I'm making progress. And then another mistake I made, we'll talk about later, but if you want some sales information, just email me, martching2018@gmail.com, martching2018@gmail.com. I'll send you some sales information because that was my mistake. If I had went and talked to more employers, talked to more people, door to door, just gotten my name out there, see, I wouldn't have worried about him getting upset, giving me my last paycheck and telling me to screw off. I said, that's great. Thank you. Because that's my responsibility to go out there and make my funnel wide. And that's what I'm going to focus on in this next recession. I'm going to contractor schools and construction companies, just teaching them, go out there and just sell. Sell. You don't have to lower your price because a lot of these companies, they'll be out of business. A majority of them for the next couple of weeks. Because of this shutdown, they'll be out of business. So you don't need to lower your price. You'll be the only game in town if you know how to go out there, market, sell, and just deal with people's objections. And that's why you should hire me. We'll talk about that later. But what I want you to practice doing, just going and asking, hey, when can you give me money? Go and ask the people who owe you money. They ain't going to pay you no way, especially if it's family members. And then go back and watch my other series on how I talked about never loan money to family and friends. That's just a disaster. So ever do that. But go back and practice. At least learn how to ask for the money. And then when you go for that next interview and stuff, talk to them, hey, this is what I can do. But then they say to the seller, hey, this is the range from A, B, C. Where do you fit in that? And then can we negotiate it? Okay, and when are we going to set up the payments? Let's set up an evaluation period. Boom, boom, boom. This is what I expect, and I'm going to deliver this. And then if I exceed that, hey, we'll come back. I'll come back. You don't need to worry. This is where this one stops here. Now, or even with this initial contract, if I start outperforming what I got, I'm going to come back to you and say, hey, things are doing great. I appreciate you bringing me in. Okay, based on what I've seen, I've exceeded that. We don't have any bonuses in place. What do you think we can put in to make this a little bit fair? Or how do you think is another way, not only for me to get recognition, but what's another way can I expand my pay base to get paid? I want you to be successful, but I also want to be compensated and start building my own following. So what do you think? That's what you're going to do. That's the thing. That's all it is for the week. Hey, how much am I going to pay? After you talk about, okay, that's great. I don't work for free. Don't work for free. If you're going to do anything for free, give blood. I mean, people who beg have more guts than people who actually own businesses. They say, hey, got some change. If the person was smart, say, Barton, I see you got that $5 bill. If you don't have any change, just tell me what I need. Win me over. Sell me. And now, so that's the thing for today. Ask for the money. When it comes for a recession, everyone starts to pull back. You worry about the person getting angry when you ask for the money. You worry about the person not paying them because you're asking them for the money to give you money for what you've already promised. And you're worried about them not giving you new business because you're asking for the money to get paid for what you should have, what you wanted to do. So you see what I'm saying? Makes no sense at all. I mean, that's what we're going to work on. Give you a couple of strategies. And now for the 6.6 million of you who say, Martin, hey, I made a decision. I like what you're saying, especially when you say, hey, during the recession, why am I going to give stuff away? I mean, you can give a little discount, but you got to make sure you have a way to recoup that in the end somehow through referrals, through something. You don't need to work for free. I mean, like that, don't. That's how you end up living in a house next to like a school with a bunch of kids running around with you having a crappy backyard thinking life is good because you don't have the guts to ask for the money. So make out that check. Martin Morris, it's $30 special program. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to sell it to the market for $1,000, $2,000 and watch after those 12.2 million people buy it, when they start going to the workplace trying to like compete and like needing strategies to deal with these dummies who will work for free. You get the first, you're like my alpha beta test group. 6.6 million. Take advantage of it. Send a check to Martin Morris. Make a check out to Martin Morris, P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Martin Morris, P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Send that check to me. You can get my 3 best videos, my 3 best books I'm reviewing on Zoom call. If you want, you can make a regular call. And for bonus, you get to send me what objection you keep getting when you're looking for a job, and we'll try to solve it together. So do that. Comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like. Your theme for today is don't be afraid to ask for the money. That's why 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And a majority of them are sitting in their house. They're so gutless. They're just like, Uncle Trump's going to take care of me. It's only $3,600, man. You can go, if you're a guy, you can be a prostitute somewhere and make $3,600. Come on, man. Come on, you guys. Just go out there, ask for the money. Take yourself to the market. If not, take advantage of my $30 program. Or if you need some sales help, give me some call. I'll give you some prices, give you some strategies. But that was my biggest mistake. Being afraid to ask for the money, being afraid to argue with people, being afraid for them giving me clients. Just we're not asking for them, like asking them for the money, just worrying about, hey, will they give me the money? Ask, ask, ask. Subscribe, comment, like, and I would recommend sign up for that $30 program. What do you have to lose? You don't want stuff for free, man. There ain't nothing for free. This $3,600, trust me, after the first 2 or 3 paychecks and they keep haggling you, you'll say, take the damn check. I'll go get a job. I'll pick up shit. I'll go to Martin Morris. I'll pay him his $30. He'll show me how to make money because you'll get tired of doing all that paperwork for nothing. And on top of it, you're going to get in trouble with the IRS next year anyway, and you're going to have to pay taxes on it. So why not get rid of that altogether, start making money? Today, don't be afraid to ask for the money. I made that mistake in 1995. But I'm not making that mistake today. $30. Check out to Martin Morris, P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Send that check. Learn how to float that check. You float that check. 1, to reduce late fees. Number 2, to reserve your spot. And number 3, just to build confidence in someone. That's where you always post date the check when you give it to someone later.